Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Greekosophy channel. We have a delicious dish for you today. Something that is very popular in Greece. You will find it in every home. Horta, Vlita, which is amaranth in English. Boiled amaranth and boiled little courgettes with extra virgin olive oil and lemon juice. This is one of the most nutritious dishes you can have, and you can accompany your fish and add the other dishes. So if you're interested and know how to do them, keep watching. As you can see, these are our amaranths, Vlita. This is not an amaranth, by the way. This is in our garden, and basically we're not gonna cut it all. As you can see here, it has, parts where it can grow. So we just need to cut it about there, so it allows this part and this part to grow more. So you can have 3, 4, 5 harvests. And as you can see here at the bottom, there's more that want to come up. Okay? And this is the purple variety, I think. But there's a green variety as well. As long as it's amaranth, it's good to go. So we're gonna cut all this, as you can see, for tonight's lunch. So here is our forage of amaranth. You might think that this is a lot, but it's only about 200 grams. It's quite light. So as you can see, the cutting here. So once this is boiled, it's not going to be that much. So we're going to go out in the garden because we're going to cut some spinach as well that we have ready to add it there. And our courgettes have produced a few little ones that we're going to cut, some little ones, fresh ones that we're going to add in our salad. So it's a great opportunity to show you the entire recipe. So, our courgettes. As you can see, we've got one over here and another one somewhere there. Now, you might think, well, they're not ready yet. Yes, we can leave them and they can grow a little bit more. But in this size, in our salad, they're going to be really nice as well. And we want to cut them now so our courgette plant can use all this energy and make more. And there we go. This is our little courgette, and we're gonna this one, huh?
Yes, this one I think it's okay.
Am I cutting it right? Is it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Little one. Oops.
We've got more coming up
Here
for
you
next
go.
time.
Yeah, there's there. There. You're growing up on this side.
And there as well.
And down there are a couple. Okay.
Some of the spinach. Now, this is not genuine spinach. It's called perpetual spinach. So it belongs in the family where chards belong. But this one, the more you cut it, after a week, it grows back like that. That's why most probably it's called perpetual, because it keeps on producing and producing and producing. We've already had about 4 harvests already, and it's not going anywhere. So we're just gonna trim it all there and use and to top up our amaranth for our salad. So we've got spinach, and it's almost half a kilo, 450 so grams. So you do the math, how much you are gonna spend to buy half a kilo of spinach in your local supermarket. We've added some young leaves from our proper spinach, as well. And one of these days, once we have plenty of courgettes and we can get their flowers, we can show you a traditional recipe with stuffed zucchini flowers as well. But just for one, it's not worth the hassle at the moment. Now some of you might say, well, some of these leaves are eaten. Well, yes, we're not using chemicals in our garden. It's all organic seeds and organic compost and everything. So, you know, some slugs, it's rain, it's the UK guys, will munch a bit. But hey, you know, it's you know, I'll eat some, you'll eat some, we have plenty to eat. So, you know, if the slugs can eat a few leaves, I'm not fussed about it. So, Nadia will take over to show us how we're gonna make those greens.
So, first of all, we need to wash them very well. Outside, as Stan says, no chemicals, organics.
Plenty of little spiders.
Yes, my favorite one.
Hiding in there, so you know, the old slug, the old caterpillar.
So, normally what I do is just put them in the water, add a little bit of a vinegar, that's me, and I just leave them for 5 minutes so the vinegar can do what it needs to do. So, unfortunately, I'm run out of white vinegar, so that's okay. I will use some another vinegar.
Some expensive one.
Some expensive one. Well, the thing is that I think that this one is also organic, so we are gonna be good. Just leave them here for a while and then we're gonna come back. So after 5 minutes, we're gonna take Amaranth out of the water with the vinegar. And you can see there are little bugs inside the water.
Swimming in there.
Yeah. So
are we doing the same with the spinach?
we're gonna do the same with the spinach, but first I need to wash them one more time, just with clear water.
Okay, so one final wash with water, just to get rid of any last
And the
bits and
vinegar.
pieces,
First wash.
and get rid of the vinegar as well.
And here is the spinach.
Are we doing the same thing?
Yes, of course. When I was cleaning them, there was some little spider going around.
And where is that spider now?
Stan took it out in the garden because I don't like spiders.
I like spiders because they protect my plants.
Yeah, I don't like them inside my house. That's the difference. Okay, so let's leave them again for 5 minutes with the vinegar and we're gonna wash them again. So while we're waiting for the spinach with the vinegar, we're gonna put water in our pan and put our water to boil.
Okay.
Maybe that's why they call them purple, because the back side is purple.
This is purple. In Greece we normally have the green one. So we're gonna put the water to boil, and once it's boiling we're gonna add them in there for about,
I would say about 5 minutes tops.
Okay.
I don't put them more than that.
cool. It's a very simple recipe, and you won't believe, guys, how delicious these are. Our water is boiling, And we're gonna add the spinach first because it takes a little bit longer than the amaranth. So we're gonna boil them all for 5 minutes in total, but we're gonna put the spinach first, and after 2 minutes we're gonna add the amaranth, and then keep on boiling for another 3 minutes.
We're supposed to put salt in the water, but we are not, because Stam is gonna use that water for the garden.
That's right. We let that water cool, and we water our plants with that because it's great fertilizer.
And while this is boiling, we're going to prepare a bowl with ice and cold water to put them in straight away so they can keep their color.
That's right. Not only that, but if after boiling you take them out and you don't put them in some ice cold water, they will continue cooking, and at the end they're going to be really soggy, and they're not going to taste anything like that.
So we're going to put our two little courgettes as well.
In they go.
And we're going to take time.
Yeah, because we need the water to...
Just let me prepare it, so we'll start boiling.
And our garden. You can see the beans and the peas and the tomato plants further down. Lots of veggies. Unfortunately, the weather this year hasn't helped. So the spinach has started boiling, so we are starting counting the 2 minutes from now. And then after the 2 minutes we're going to add the amaranth.
It's still hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two minutes have gone. Now when we say 2 minutes and 5 minutes, that's not an exact timing. You don't want your greens to be mushy. You want them a little bit firm. So if you feel that your greens after 2-3 minutes are nice and ready, then you can take them off. It's a personal preference thing.
Yeah. So I believe that in the next couple of minutes everything will be ready.
Yeah. So you can see that our spinach and our amaranth are quite fresh, so they may not need all 5 minutes. And here is our ice cold water ready. Okay, 1.5 minutes and we're checking them again.
I want to say the courgettes might need a little more time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the courgette will need definitely more time.
Okay.
But that's okay. Okay. It will sound weird, but the smell, it reminds me of my childhood when my mother used to make those. It's not a very, distinct smell, but still, it brings memories.
If you're not from Greece, you don't understand how often Greeks eat greens. And the mountains and the valleys of Greece are full of greens that for me and you they may seem like they are sort of some wild sort of things that you don't eat them, but all the grandmas and the grandpas know them, and they get tons and they boil them, and they're just
absolutely
out of this world. If you go to Greece, you really need to go to a restaurant and ask if they have greens.
The wild
Horta.
ones.
Horta,
The
wild ones. And try them. Not only they are nutritious, they are delicious.
And what and what is on today's menu besides horta?
Well, we're gonna make with greens. Fish is the best accompaniment. Grilled fish, fried fish. So today we got sea bream.
Sibas.
Sea bream.
Sea bream. Oh.
Sea bream.
I always get confused
Not
of
Sibas. Sea bream. Yeah. So we're gonna
I think we are
grill
ready
it,
here.
and we're gonna have it accompanied with horta, greens, and some chips as well.
Okay.
Our greens are ready. So in they go straight to the ice cold water. And we're just gonna let the little courgettes to boil a little bit longer. And once this water becomes at room temperature, you can put it in a bottle, plastic bottle, and have it ready when you water your plants. And to be honest, in Greece, our grandmas and our mothers, you can actually, drink it. They
Yes,
used to
they
make
used to
a
drink
drink
it.
out of them. Yes,
Cold.
a cold drink, because it's all nutritious in there. And now, from the cold water, straight.
Just look at the color.
Yes. That is also one of the purposes that you put them straight in cold water, so the color remains green. Now, you can eat them as they are. Normally in Greece we eat them cold.
Olive oil and lemon.
Yes, that's all. Obviously, salt, now that we didn't use in the water. Extra virgin olive oil, Greek of course. And plenty of freshly squeezed lemon juice. That's all it takes.
Okay.
So, how we serve them? Obviously, the greens. And our courgettes. Salt. As I said, normally you add the salt in the water before you boil them, and olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. As we are Greeks, use plenty, and you squeeze plenty of lemon. Get rid of the pips.
Okay, we'll find them later.
And now we toss them and turn them so the olive oil and the juice and the salt goes everywhere. I think it definitely needs a little bit of olive oil more.
Ask and you will receive.
Absolutely. More. That's it. Lovely. And I would like more lemon, please. Greeks love lemon and olive oil, as you know. That's great.
So just a second. I can find it somewhere there.
That's okay.
I will find it.
So there you are, as you can see. And you serve them with chips if you want. With fish, it's perfect with fish. Perfect with fish.